Welcome back to Pecan Ginger. If you guys have never seen us before, this is my beautiful wife, Mina, and I am Dylan, and we've been married for 5.5 months now. Been together for 7 years.
Yes.
But as you can probably see from the title of this video, we are going to be talking about race, how it has impacted and affected our relationship and our marriage, and kind of why and how race has helped and motivated us to continue to put our faces on the internet, talk about this, because there's definitely someone, or we hope that someone watching this video will get benefit of this and be able to possibly take a risk, because everyone's worried about what is the perception of my family if I date or marry outside of my race, what is the perception of my friends, what is the perception of coworkers or strangers, and essentially what you should do or how you should navigate race in 2024 in the day we live in.
100% agree. I think a lot of people second guess themselves or take other people's opinion too serious to the point that it actually stunts your growth in so many different aspects of your life, but especially in your relationships.
So I was her first white guy. She was not my
guys. I dated or hung, I won't even say dated, but I messed around and hung out with a white guy before Dylan. So he's actually my second.
You don't want me there for it so bad.
No, you really were.
So the first white guy I met, JJ?
Yes.
Okay, that's all that matters. I was the first white guy I met her dad. Or was worthy enough to meet her dad.
Yes, he was. Yes, so funny. Little backstory for anyone who doesn't know. Me and Dylan met in New York City in 2017 on Tinder. He super liked me and swiped up, and it kind of caught my attention, and the first thing I thought was, who's this redheaded white boy super liking me? And I took a chance and took a bet. I honestly had nothing to lose, and
she wanted a free dinner.
Who doesn't want a free dinner? But I wasn't tainted by going on a bunch of other dates, and like I was just so fresh to Tinder that, you know, I know a lot of you guys probably use dating apps and you have these horrible stories of going on these dates with these losers, but that really wasn't the case for me. I was so new to the dating online that I had nothing to lose, nor really anything to gain. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. So that's kind of me taking a chance. But prior to Dylan, I didn't really have a type. So him being white, black, brown, yellow, it honestly didn't matter. He was attractive, and that's all that I was, at the time looking for.
Someone attractive. Yeah.
Yes.
And someone not short.
Oh, yeah. So also fun fact, I am 5'11".
Yeah.
So, yes, dating someone who was on the taller side was one criteria that I needed to make sure was checked for me personally. For all my short kings out there, continue to be short kings. I just, being 5'11",
yeah,
you would want someone tall. So that's just me though.
Well, luckily I was tall enough to ride the ride. But yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I feel like both black people and white people, they always are, especially with like things that go on in society, and everyone has a perception.
Yeah.
And this sounds crazy. Maybe you guys believe me, don't believe me, doesn't really matter to me, but I don't really view her, I don't think, oh, that's my black wife. Like, no, that's just my wife. Like, I don't even think about race on a day-to-day basis. Like,
Not
when
at
I
all.
look at her, I just see Mina.
Yeah.
I'm not like, she's black. Like, I just don't
No,
think
there's
that
probably
way.
tendencies or things that I do that be like, oh, okay, that's definitely a black thing. But probably even not, guys. It's very, very interesting. And I think it just, shout out to mom and dad on both of our sides.
Yeah.
Because
right.
in a household where it was black, it was white, if it was religion, like none of that truly like mattered to the point where I was consciously thinking about it when I was talking to people. It's very weird. I just didn't make it a priority or a worry to think about race when I am talking or getting to know an individual.
Yeah, it wasn't really like even on the forefront of my brain personally.
Seriously.
I was like, she's beautiful. Like, she could be green. I was like, I just want to get to know her. And she bought me breakfast food on our first date. But
I was being the
like,
sugar mama before even being the sugar mama.
Yeah, I feel like, the news, society, all these things you see of like race versus race, whether it's white and Asian, black and white.
So I feel like you don't see it as much now, like on the news. I mean, I wouldn't say the news.
We just don't watch the news.
Yeah, we do not watch news, so please don't
news.
judge us. It's a personal preference.
Do judge us, because you shouldn't be watching the news. Fills you with hate. But
it's true. It's a lot going on. So we choose not to watch it. That's our choice. Do what you do is best. But I do feel like a lot of other people think about race
more than they need to.
More than they need to. Because I was reading some comments and some really genuine comments of people saying like, they love us, they love our relationship, like really wanting to know how we kind of got over this hump of him being, white and me being black. And it's so crazy. Like, it's the simplest thing. There really wasn't a hump to get over.
It's not that deep.
Right?
If someone makes you happy and you connect with that person,
yes,
and like they're your person, doesn't matter what they look like.
Yeah.
And if you are having feelings or you're like, you know what, like I want to try something different in my dating life, like just go for it. Like you think negative things like, oh, people are going to say something to us, or people are going to say a racist remark, not to fight somebody. Like everyone says,
especially here in Florida, person. Y'all, because you would think here in Florida. Now let's be clear. We do get looks, right? Now, whatever is going on in people's head, it could be they look amazing. I never seen a couple like this, or why they're together. But honestly, it's out of our control. Like, who cares? So we do get looks. That's one thing. But I mean, people.
I feel them as hateful looks.
But exactly, I don't think we view them as hateful looks, or someone's like turning their nose up to us.
Some people don't think we're together.
No, some people don't think that we're together, right?
I don't think that's a race thing. I think that's just you're better looking than me. But,
yeah.
I'm like, are you with her? Oh, you're with her. which is good.
Wait, the only place, this is the one thing that I did recognize that I did not like. We were in Sam's Club one day, and I had to Venmo him something, and at the checkout line, we were talking about, I said something to him like, do you want me to go half on this? Because I just Venmoed you some money. We were talking about something personal, and somebody came over who worked there and was like, just to let you two know, you can't split this. And me and Dylan kind of looked at each other and was like, remember that story? Remember that? Where we were talking about something in that Sam's Club, the guy like got into the middle and was like, just let you know, you can't split this. No. Long story short, someone overheard our conversation, an employee, and thought that we were talking about splitting the Sam's Club bill, like splitting the invoice for our purchase.
The membership, right?
Yeah, it was something. Long story short, someone should have mind your effing business, and then second, don't assume anything. I think that was the only thing for our 2 years of being here. Look, and Dylan doesn't even remember. That's how insignificant things are. I remember it because I recently talked about it not too long ago with somebody, so it was kind of like fresh in my mind. But that's the only thing I can think of where someone just should have mind their business and not put their 2 cents in a conversation that didn't include them. I'm not even sure that's a race thing or just minding your business thing, but
I would say 99 out of 100 of interactions is positive.
Yes.
People say like, you guys look great together, you're beautiful, like complimenting a clothes or something. And it's like, we didn't get married to get compliments. We didn't get married to
absolutely not
to an open reaction.
We do not get our validation from other people.
Yeah, it's like, because if you always strive to get your validation from other people, you're gonna be let down.
100%. All the time.
All the time. And it's like, why would you sacrifice or put your happiness in jeopardy due to societal views, family views, friends' views? Because if they're actually your family and they're actually your friends,
they will love you no matter.
They love you no matter what and support
with.
you and just want you to be happy.
Yes.
And if they don't, then that's actually a filtering mechanism to be. They shouldn't be your friend. Because like at the end of the day, life's too short to go through it unhappy, and not with somebody who you want to go through it with, because you only get one ticket.
That's it, and it comes and goes in the blink of an eye. So
like, if I cared about like, oh, what would people think? You know, I have a black girlfriend, I have a black wife, I might have like seriously stunted my happiness, my entrepreneurial journey, because she supported me through that. We wouldn't be able to help others. I wouldn't be closer to God without her. So it's like,
the bigger picture goes beyond looks. Like it goes.
Race doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's like the one big thing that I wanted to get through on this video is like, it's really not that deep. Like, people are people. And if you have aligned values and you love each other, like, who cares what they look like?
Bottom line. Like, and for anyone out there who may be struggling with, you know, family wise, also communication and being transparent. I feel like I've talked a lot about that on my channels, on my sit down talk videos. It's about transparency and communication. And when you come to somebody, especially your parent, or anyone, even a friend, and be like, hey man, like that joke wasn't funny, or that makes me kind of feel uncomfortable, or that was unnecessary. It's really hard for people to deflect. And if they do deflect, I think it's just time to move on, right? Like, if someone sat me down and was like, hey Mina, like we've been friends for X amount of years, but the comment that you said made me feel uncomfortable, or you made my, you know, significant other feel uncomfortable by the way you were acting, or your demeanor, or the way, or the things that you said, I would really look within and be like, whoa, let me take a step back and actually process and think about what I'm saying, if it's enough that someone has to come to me on the side and say something. So I know it could be a little sticky with family, you know, friends are different, but with family and like mom, dad, sister, brother type of thing, it can be a little, you know, iffy, because your family's your family, you can't really get rid of them. But I
mean, we are blessed. Like, our families
so
love
blessed.
each other.
Love each other.
Super supportive of just us and our happiness. And I think the best way is like, just do your thing, and people will notice. You know, like, like we're not like trying to, like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good in our own skin. We're good with each other. We're good with the camera on, off, with people around us, not around us. We can hang out. We're best friends. And I think people see that and are like,
so it comes very fluent.
Like, these people are meant to be together. Like, it's not forced. It's not like a fetish or something crazy. Like, like, all right, like yeah, like, they're meant to be together. Like, like, lead by example. Yeah. Lead by example. And like, I don't want to be naive either, and like understand that like, oh, like, there are bad people out there. There are rude people out there.
Always will.
But also understand that people say those things because they have insecurities about themselves, and they project
100%.
onto you. That if someone ever says something racist about you or your relationship, or tries to deter you from living your life, just understand that there is a glaring hole in them, and they need to put you down to put you on their same level, so they don't feel shittier about their shittiness.
I had a boss like that, just saying.
Yeah, like don't let people bring you down.
Because they're going through something.
They're going through something.
Yes, I'm telling you.
I can't wait for us to have kids so we can really instill those proper values in them, and like, just stop that cycle.
Because I feel like you only learn that type of stuff when you get older. Right? Like, oh, like that's why they called me tall and they picked on me. It's because they didn't hit their growth spurt yet. Like, oh, that boy was insecure about being 5'3" in the 6th grade when I was already 5'8". Like,
oh yeah. And like the red hair, like growing up, bullied for it, ginger, you know, soulless, all those things.
Yeah.
Once I hit my stride, it was like, oh, all the girls started noticing me. I was like, oh, hell yeah. But yeah, people hate you because you're different.
Yes.
And they're ordinary.
Yep. Bottom line.
Yeah. But I think that we exuberate a high frequency, good vibrations, and that allows people to say nice things because of, I think we just hold ourselves together.
And also attract new friends, which is hard. The older you get, maybe it's not hard, but I feel like sometimes it could be a little hard to attract new friends. But I do believe because we carry ourselves on a high frequency that people are attracted to us. And it's kind of like a magnet where we don't have to overly try. People just come to us and, then we start talking and all of a sudden, next thing you know, next month we're out at dinner, together. And that's a blessing because having quality friends over quantity is huge.
Yeah, we got friends with all different races and all different walks of life. People we've met in Florida, people we know from New Jersey.
Yes.
Like, I met a bunch of people
from church.
I mean, I just hung out with 7 strangers for 3 days because I met them on the internet.
Golfing.
Yeah. We're just, aligned similar values. And like,
we met friends through friends
Yeah.
where someone was like, oh, this is my friend. Like legit.
people in church.
Yeah. Guys, good friends from church. We couldn't, unfortunately, I had a passing in my family, but became like good friends to the point that we were going to attend their baby shower.
In their house.
That, you know what I mean? Like we literally had coffee with friends that we met from Florida today. Like also friends from his entrepreneur program that we can hopefully get dinner with this month. We high
just
frequency.
View people as humans, and it's not like we're special.
Not at all.
Like we're not any different than anyone else. We just happen to look a little bit different, and the sun affects me a little bit more than her. I got sunburned all week. But at the end of the day, guys, live your life.
Yes.
Hang with people you want to hang with. Surround yourself with people who elevate you and don't kind of bring you down. And whoever you love, you love. You can't choose that. Pretty much most things you can't choose. It's all in God's plan. So don't fight it.
Speaking of God's plan, this is a shameless plug. We did start a faith-based clothing brand called Rich in Faith. And we also have a community attached to it where other Christians can kind of get together. There'll be devotionals and prayers, and just a community of people that are like-minded. So that's us also giving back, giving back to people who we don't quite know, but would love to get to know, and just to, you're not alone, and we're just excited to be able to spread the gospel and spread the word through apparel, and then 10% of our proceeds go to tithing.
And the links will be in the description if you want to check it out. We have sweatshirts and, as you said, a community. And you get access to the community with the purchase of a sweatshirt or vice versa. But we're super excited to be able to, spread awareness on that. And hopefully this video helps spread awareness on a topic that a lot of people think about or overanalyze or struggle with.
Yeah.
And if I can't stress it enough, I probably said it 3 or 4 times in this video, guys. Like find your person, whatever they look like. Don't second guess it. Never look back. Don't regret anything. And you'll love the results, because if you allow other people to dictate your happiness, that's exactly what's going to happen. Other people will dictate your happiness, not you.
Yep.
And I couldn't be happier. I'm excited for years of marriage together. And let us know your thoughts if you guys have experienced negative sides of things, in regards to interracial relationship, racism. Comment below, or positives as well. Love to hear from you guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Stay rich in faith. Bye, guys.